I'm Jeff Hutchison, Superintendent of Tawas Area Schools.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how happy are you with the work that Sedgewick and Ferweda Architects provided for you?
Very happy. They met every expectation that I had. I don't have any reservations saying a 10. I would certainly recommend them to anyone in the future. And if we have another project anytime soon, I would certainly come back to them again and try to work with their group. They've done a fine job for us.
How did you originally hear about Sedgewick and Ferweda Architects?
We heard about Sedgewick and Ferweda through R.C. Hendricks. They're a construction management company that we've worked with for several years, and they referred us to Sedgewick and Ferweda based on their experience and prior dealings with them.
What services did Sedgewick and Ferweda provide for you?
Earlier, we'd had a major construction project done in 2016, and with that really was the last of a series of additions that had been put onto our buildings over the last 50 or 60 years. A total of 5 additions have been put on the building, and we were really then tied with trying to pull all of the exteriors together and try to have it flow and make it look normal as if it was designed that way from the beginning. So they helped us with that process, as well as a major renovation to our band room, which really hadn't been touched since 1956, other than to be painted and cleaned and things like that. But we went through and made some major improvements in our band and music room as well.
What did you like most about working with Sedgewick and Ferweda Architects?
I worked primarily with Jeff Ferweda, and I found Jeff to be very informative, very helpful. He asked a lot of questions, gave us wonderful recommendations, and also explained other options to us as well if we were interested in something different. So just did a nice job as far as explaining stuff to us, walking us through the project, coming up with some creative ideas that we hadn't thought of ourselves.
What have you noticed that makes Sedgewick and Ferweda Architects different from other companies like us?
Well, what I just described as far as their ability, I think, to talk with the customer, to find out what we're trying to do, and then use their experience and I guess just their experience to help pull it all together, and then share a variety of ideas with us of things that they had come up with, and ask questions to help better understand what our needs really were.
Why did you decide to let Sedgewick and Ferweda work for you?
Based primarily on truth is our dissatisfaction with architects that we've used in the past, and at the recommendation of R.C. Hendricks, wanted to give them a try. And from the first time I sat down with Jeff and to meet with him, realized that he was very customer friendly and very informative that way, and took the time, I think, again to understand what our needs and wants were and what we were trying to get to, and then offer up ideas and suggestions that we could choose from.